Oh, hey, by the way. So last time I stopped right before the Arif date night fun, and I assume that's because I threw Tifa down the staircase in the church in Wall Market, in Sector 5. She probably doesn't want to go on a date with Cloud anymore. That's probably understandable. Oh my god, this is cool. Also, what exactly are Zhang and Sephiroth doing there upstairs? Doing some sort of go-go dance. They're like on some kind of pedestal, I think. Interesting. Um, this too is interesting. I mean, I might already be streaming shirtless. You just cannot see it, but you can use your imagination to imagine what that looks like. I mean, you can imagine most things if you have imagination. I wonder if I should try to actually get something out of this Battle Square experience. Hey, Honoratus. I just started like 2 minutes ago, so I think things are quite alright. How are you doing? You're sleepy? Um, did you wake up a long time ago? Did you not get enough sleep? Or do you just generally feel a bit sleepy? Also, I need to look up something. I'm trying to find some armor that increases my magic attack, and I don't really know what that is in this mod. You need to sleep but you don't want to. I see. And you don't want to go to work, I get from what you're saying. It sounds like you don't want to go to work because you're trying to not go to sleep. You actually have to go to work tomorrow too. Well, oh, I see. I mean, I've heard of said virus. I just wonder if that virus actually affects you in your work. I mean, you can do various things for work that may not even interfere with any kind of virus. And I need to look up some other things, I'm sorry. Where can one buy an add-in codes? You just sit around at work for 4 hours? I see. That sounds pretty safe indeed. Hey, King of Nowhere. Did I do any clubbing pre-COVID? Do I give the impression that I would be doing much clubbing anyway? I wonder. I might have a secret nightlife. I mean, to be fair, you might have a point. I might have a secret spooky nightlife. So I kind of want to win this thing now, because I might get prizes that might actually be somewhat useful. Well, thank you and have some fun and good luck, Conovatos. Oh my god. Dio's great prize is a weirdly moving proud clot. I had no idea. It's more like the key robots than the keystone. I mean, how is he even trying to borrow this? I wonder what kind of container you store your proud clots in. I also feel like this is too many enemies. Like, way too many. Oh hey Fiffle, am I known as the cheese cart man now? I didn't know that that cheese cart story would leave such a lasting impression, but it's a nice thing to be known by, isn't it? Oh hey, it's a kite. How are you? Well, I'm doing good. I'm currently at like the last third of disc 1, I would say. Oh, I didn't actually start the timer. Well, that's a good point. I mean, I've only been streaming for like 40 minutes, and I've only been doing this, then it seems, for like 20 minutes, and nothing of value has actually happened yet, I would say. So, thank you, Cashkabalds. How are you doing? You know, having the Hades summon, which in this version has an animation of Chocomok, is actually quite useful. Hades is actually quite powerful in this game, I wasn't aware of that. Most enemies that you encounter are susceptible to a lot of status effects. Your sleep schedule is totally screwed. I mean, what do you think my sleep schedule is? It doesn't exist anymore. I had a very good sleep schedule like a few weeks ago that I had like for a few years, and then just all kind of chaos came rolling down the sky, and now I basically don't sleep anymore. I mean, what my sleep schedule does at least is that over the course of like 7 days or so, I sleep on 6 days. So, isn't that interesting? I'm able to skip a day of sleep over the course of like 5 to 7 days. It's very productive. I mean, I'm not sure if it's a perfect stare of sleeping heads, but have you been sleeping, OCT? I mean, I woke up around 4 hours ago. And I'm just gonna wait until they die of poison, because I want to keep my turn for the next round. I don't want to have to wait for my ATB to... Oh, they actually get a turn again? They're confused, so, well, they're just attacking themselves. That's fine. This is already the last round. So I don't even know what I want. Like, maybe green materia. Do I have any green materia I care about? I have bolts. But yeah, I don't need that. Oh no, I don't like this thing. This thing actually has the annoying peculiarity. I think this can't even be impaired by Hades very much. I think you can only put this to sleep. You cannot poison or frog it. I don't think you can confuse it either. If I'm lucky, I just put it to sleep. Even that doesn't work well. Well, it does look quite spooky, doesn't it? I mean, this enemy is called Yin Yang, and I mean, what even is it? It looks like some sort of Siamese twin experiment. You normally encounter it in Hojo's, in the Shinra Mansion basement, so it's probably some sort of experiment by Hojo. Oh, that's cool. He even gave me more HP. Please don't suicides. Doesn't seem healthy. Oh well, this wasn't too bad. All of that for eye drops and a choco feather. I must say I'm not impressed. Have you actually ever fought these enemies, OCT? Because that's exactly what they do. They and normally that damage, the damage from that attack is actually quite high. So if you encounter this enemy in Battle Square, it's quite annoying because it can easily kill you. Yeah, I mean FF7's reward system is a bit messed up. Some enemies are just not worth fighting. And this one in particular because it also has such slow animations. So even if you want to kill it, it takes forever. Oh, you know, this is the point where you can summarize the story. And your characters are wondering what's going on. So let's try to summarize the story. We are going after Sephiroth. And we are also all called Sephiroth. And this is where the dialogue becomes interesting. Because now there's... I mean, they're talking about like 8 different Sephiroths. And it's difficult to tell which Sephiroth they are talking about at any given moment. I think the dog is just trying to pee on that chair, which is quite rude to the chess-playing ghosts. I think the dog with errors, I just realized. Oh, and there's a no-legged sumo guy going up. Was that Tifa? Oh, it's the lung meter again. I think the door has models as animations. And, wow. Also, this is like some kind of bald guy is asking out Lucretia for a date. Oh, and now there's a door. My date is Kate Sith, and I'm a materia orb. And now I'm a little boy. Swimming on the stage. Who's the king? The king is the gondola? Oh my god, I'm talking to the king, aka the gold saucer gondola. Some kind of construction worker is holding a materia. now he just collapsed. Also, I really like these Cirque du Soleil ad-lib sections. Who do I want to kiss? I want to kiss the king. Oh really? You seem to be seeing quite a few things. Okay. I don't really know what's going on, but... Aren't you supposed to sit down in the gondola because I think he's drunk? And I'm giving him some sort of lecture right now. Oh my, young man, you can't be drunk in a gondola. Vegas is a very strange place. Did you see, what did you see that you found strange? Did you see Pokemon walking on the streets? People playing Pokemon Go? Or something else strange? I mean, what could be more strange than that? You saw someone dressed up as Mickey Mouse? I don't know how that's strange. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like a perfectly normal afternoon to me. You know, I think I might have lost Kate Sith. And because I don't even know what he looks like, it's gonna be kind of difficult just finding him again. Are you Kate Sith? Is anyone here Kate Sith? Oh, I think I found him. Oh my god. There's some sort of flying guy. Wow. Oh hey Waller. I think it's quite common to want to be helicopter, but very few people ever truly get to experience what it's like to be helicopter. You wanna be Scarlet? I would assume it's easier to be Scarlet than to be helicopter. I mean, what does it take to be Scarlet anyway? You need like some sort of slutty red dress, a blonde wig, and you're basically set. I'm sure you can already try to be Scarlet if you really wanted to. If that's your dream, then it shouldn't be so difficult. On the other hand, if you wanted to be a helicopter, you would have to probably buy some helicopter blades and maybe take like flight lessons. All of that sounds just too complicated. Oh, anyway, I just realized I can go to Fort Condor right now again. The sky really does create an atmosphere, I find. How do you stop yourself from eating pie when you are currently working from home? I mean, you could just not have any pie at home. Is that an option for you? Just throw out all the food you have. And like that, you might be safe. I haven't seen the weapons in a while. Hey MacGyver, how are you? So anyway, what do you think about my suggestion that you just don't have any food at home? I mean, because if you have no food at home, then you cannot eat anything, right? Isn't that just... It seems like the most straightforward approach. You lost about $700 today? I don't know how you lose $700, but that's unfortunate. I hope you can find them again. Call options on oil futures. That sounds awfully specific. I have never lost $700 by buying call options on oil futures, I realized. Yeah, each Fort Condor battle gives you an item, and you know you don't have to do any of them, but if you really wanted to, you can do all of them. And there's 13 battles you can do before you actually I think there's 14 battles. You know, you have to have only one battle in the entire game. There's one mandatory one, but before that one at the middle in the middle of disc 2, you can have done up to 14 of those optional ones, and each of them gives you a an item. So because items are randomized in this mod, I can get like 14 chances at getting something good with this, which is why I'm doing this. Also, I have so much money, so I can probably just, you know, let's have some fun with all of this garbage. Let's totally annihilate them. You only have peanut butter, cold slaw, and ketchup left in the fridge. I don't even know what cold slaw is. Is it like a salad? Is it a certain type of lettuce? This randomizer is made by Sega Chief, exactly. Cabbage and carrots shredded and in mayonnaise. That doesn't sound good. No offense. That sounds horrible. But as I said, I don't mean to offend your cabbage choices. Well, why am I rich? I sold some mastered materia that I got. I mean, I could be even more rich. Look at all my juicy materia that I've mastered. If I sold some of this stuff, I'd be super rich. But I decided not to be super rich. For now, I'm fine with just being rich. Some people even put sugar in it. I think you shouldn't put sugar into anything, except for cheesecake. Well, have I mentioned I've become quite proficient at making cheesecake myself? What style of cheesecake? Like the cheesy cheesecake? No, I mean actually it's not cheesy. It's like custardy. It's a cheesecake that contains way too many eggs. Hardly anything else. Yeah, it's baked cheesecake. I don't believe in non-baked cheesecake. I mean, once again, I don't want to offend you, but I feel that non-baked cheesecake is just something for lazy people who don't have what it takes to use an oven. Maybe they have maybe they have a fear of ovens, and that's why they make non-baked cheesecakes. Personally, though, I'm not afraid of using my oven, so I do make baked cheesecakes. It's quite fluffy actually. I mean, I think there's only few foods that I could dry. I mean, dry cookies are just as bad as dry cheesecake. Oats? Well, oats are not dry, they're just white. I mean, how could one have non-dry oats? Are you saying you put like stuff in them? Like fluids? That just doesn't make sense. I mean, when I have dry oatmeal, it's not actually dry. It's just exquisite. I mean, oatmeal isn't cereal, you're not supposed to pour milk onto it. Or tomato juice, or ketchup, or some other non-dairy milk replacement product. I mean, most things become dry if they are left out for too long. I mean, if you leave like a bowl of ice cream in the kitchen for like 2.5 years, it will eventually melt, and the molten ice cream will eventually evaporate, and even ice cream will at some point be just a pile of dry goo. But isn't mold inherently dry? So I still think that what I'm saying is quite accurate. I mean, all the mold I have tasted has always been quite dry. Is blue cheese dry? I think blue cheese is dry. I have only once tried blue cheese, and I think that was a cheese card experience. I've only actually one time encountered a cheese card, but if you encounter a cheese card, it might be a truly card-changing experience. If you have a cheese shop by you, I see. Does it sell cheese cards though? Or does it only sell the product, the product that you would put on a cheese card? I mean, is it a cheese and cheese accessory store or just a cheese store? You have made your own cheese platter? You mean you have... I don't understand. Are you saying that you have created your own, like, tray on which you make cheese, on which you, like, put cheese? Like, have you crafted the actual platter, or have you, made an arrangement and, like, put cheese together? So did you make like the mechanical parts, the tray, or did you make the arrangement? Like you selected cheese, the different types of cheese, and then you just, you know, you were responsible for the arrangement, but not for like the actual tray. Oh, the arrangement, yeah, that makes more sense. Have I aligned my cheese? I have never aligned cheese because I only eat like cheese that is not on a platter. I only really eat cottage cheese and other similarly disgusting cheese types. I don't eat cheese for fun. I eat cheese for serious purposes. Does it make a difference if you eat cottage cheese at room temperature or cold? Because I think it's some sort of mixture, like, probably closer to room temperature. I don't like hot cheese. I once inadvertently had hot cheese and that was just terrible. You had some hot cheese earlier? I mean, hot cheese is quite popular with some people. like in a cheese souffle, but I'm not one of those people. I like pizza, but I mean, on pizza you have cheese, I'm aware of that, but it's only like molten cheese. It's not supposed to be hot. I also don't really like to eat pizza when it's hot. I like to, you know, have it stay on a table for like an hour so that it's not hot anymore and you cannot burn your mouth and your palates and what other parts you have in your body, various appendages and tentacles. I mean, an hour isn't that long, is it? Grilled cheese? I have never had grilled cheese. Is that toast with cheese that is grilled? I've heard of that mystery, but haven't given it a try yet myself. I mean, I only like pizza that has lots of tiny dead sea animals on it. Are pineapple tiny dead sea animals? Because if they are, then I might have been missing out on them. how many people are repulsed or triggered when I talk about my food tastes? I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe I should take like a sample or have like a survey. It's not like I'm trying to repulse anyone with my food tastes, but if it happens, I'm very sorry. I mean, I can't help but having these superior food tastes. I have not had 1000-year egg, but I know what it is. I know what it looks like. Doesn't seem that bad to me, actually. You ate cow stomach, chicken feet, and rice porridge with green egg. Have you actually had non-canned tuna, Google me? Because that tastes so much better than canned tuna. Maybe you should just give it another try. You hadn't had urchin? I've had urchin and I found it just salty and kind of bland tasting, actually. I didn't even know what color tuna had. So you're saying the tuna is non-white fish? How do you even know that? Ah yes, the AP to master is randomized as well. Also, the AP that materia comes with on characters that join your party is randomized. Yes, I think that's actually what happened, FFVII. Because I was able to sell some mastered materia for a few 100,000 gil, and it didn't even take me that long to master them. Oh, is that like some kind of wrestling match here now? I didn't know that the Temple of the Ancient is also a location in WrestleMania. But it looks quite intense. There's Juffy. And some kind of masked guy. Speaking of fish I don't like, I have tried some fish I don't like, but I need to figure out its English name. Because it tastes like urine. But then again, what is this urine fish name again? And strangely enough, people like that fish. It's like regarded as some kind of nice. It's not salmon. It's called pike perch, and it's not my favorite fish. Also, it's nice that I'm playing Juffy for once, because I have not actually gotten into my party. Also, this looks... oh my god. Oh my god. You know, those oversized humanoid treasure chests and materia? Look at that guy over there. Like, this is too spooky. I mean, every time NPCs are used as models for materia or treasure chests, they look like giant blow-up dolls, and I am not so fond of all of these blow-up dolls. There's just too many blow-up dolls right now. Do I eat fish daily? No, I don't eat fish daily. I mean, I don't even eat daily to begin with. I mean, considering that Twitch now has these categories, like IRL, where you can stream just about anything, maybe I should do that at one point. Just educate the world on how to properly prepare meals like canned tuna. I mean, at some point I realized it's kind of fun to not eat every day, so I mean, I eat most of the time every day, but let's say like once or twice a month I just decide, why spend all this time on eating if you can also just not eat? and you know, it's kind of fun. It's a great hobby. I mean, it's a cheap hobby. It's a an inclusive hobby. I mean, it's, I don't know, it's the ultimate hobby. It's a very time efficient hobby on top of it. You have on average 1 day a week on which you don't eat anything. I mean, that's more than what I do. So like, out of 7 weeks, out of 7 days, you only eat on 6 out of those days. Like, do you have reasons for that? Don't you experience feelings when you're not eating though? Hey CJ Crazy Max, I'm good, how are you? I mean, you'd be surprised how much energy and time your body spends on digestion. So if there's nothing to digest, I guess your body can spend stuff on other things. Well, that sounds like you're just forgetting to eat kashkabels. I mean, I feel that just as much as some people can have a sleep schedule, you can have like a food schedule. I mean, you can have a schedule for just about anything, like a train schedule, as in the transportation train. Oh, mime is useful. Mime is actually quite nice. So how am I supposed to do this? Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know, you know. Can you see my hardship? I have no fucking clue how to time this. Can I just... like... No, I can't. I mean, maybe the game just stops and tells me I'm too bad and I can pass. Something like that. I mean, I just need to get to like the first half and then, you know, there's a checkpoint. Do you actually lose HP or something when you do this? No, it doesn't seem so. I mean, jumping to the rope when climbing the thing that leads to Shinra headquarters wasn't this bad. Oh my god, I was almost there. I was fucking almost there. I mean, I have not given up yet. I think it does, but I mean, I think you're saying I could like find some kind of pattern, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to find that pattern. I think my best bet is just repeating this until it works, or you know, just replacing the random ones with the original ones so I can move on. I mean, I have played this game quite a bit, but it hasn't prepared me for whatever I'm currently facing. Also, what about these indentations? Like, do they even do anything? Like, can you even go there? It doesn't seem like they do anything, but just it's a visual nice thing, but I can't actually stop there, and it's just so stupid. Why are they even there? Like, that's such a waste. I think it's not a soft lock, but I might have to just remove it and, you know, just in order to be able to get past this. I think it's unrealistic to assume I can do this. It's just kind of pointless, really. So, let's do that then. I know it's a bit disappointing, but So is this enough to make it? I wonder, like... Also, I wonder if I can just save now. Like, will that help? I think I'm gonna see if that's enough. I'd prefer to keep the randomness on for as much as possible. So I'm just gonna hope that this will be enough to pass. Because it transitions directly into a scene. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, I'm not going back to the beginning. No thanks. I should have saved like a bit further. Well, is Boris John still alive? I'm wondering. I think I can do this if I just save a bit further to the right. I mean, isn't the US up to 400,000 documented cases or confirmed cases now? Really? Dude, I hate this. What is the point of this shit? How much further right do I have to save? Like, you know what? I can just probably save once I'm done with this. Might be like the only realistic approach. I wonder if Sega Chief thought of this, or if he didn't care. Because this is garbage. So now I should be able to save and turn on the randomness again. Dude, I don't like this. We do not get to experience the full randomness experience right now because of Um, like I can't open the menu and save right now, which is really unfortunate, because we do not see any juicy new weirdness. We just get boring, everyday bland flavors. That's really disappointing. Yeah, visually, this part's my favorite one. I don't really see how this Egyptian theme here makes any sense, really. Well, I mean, Egyptians built pyramids, but I don't think they are really supposed to be seen inside them before they die. It just seems like a cliche, this Egyptian theme. It doesn't really fit well into the game, I would say. W summon, that's interesting. Haven't had that yet. You know, normally W summon requires 250,000 AP to be mastered, but in this randomizer, it is now 317,300, which is like around 25% more. Are you saying Demon's Gate is not fun? Because Demon's Gate is super fun, isn't it? Also, I just realized that the clock puzzle is probably going to be just as terrible as the Rolling Stones. I expect just the worst. Yeah, like... this is making a lot of sense. Of course. Um, if I knew where it even like, what does it start on, by the way? Because it's not quite clear what the handles even show right now. So, does anybody know what the initial configuration is? Because that would help quite a bit. I mean, I think it starts, one of them is on 10. Is the other one on 12? I have no idea. Also, the main handle is not even visible. You know, I'm afraid I have to also undo this because this is just impossible. Okay, so you're saying the minute hand starts on 3, and the hour hand starts on 10, doesn't it? Okay. I'm a train, by the way. I think that's why this was so confusing, because I was the train. That's cool. Will this even heal them? No. The word of the year is going to be social distancing? Maybe. I mean, maybe social distancing is something that you can do even after this is over, in case it ever ends, in case the world continues after this. I mean, maybe you realize social distancing is so much fun that you want to do it all year round. I mean, how much are you currently enjoying social distancing? I wonder. You actually hate it. I see. Well, that's too bad. So you haven't been able to pick up any new hobbies due to it? So if it starts at 3, going back once should give me 2. Now the other issue is I can't fucking see where this moving part is that I should avoid. Somehow I got to 1, not 2, well, whatever. Also, which things even have, oh my god, a treasure chest or enemies? Like, what locations should I go to anyway that give you stuff? Also, what the fuck is going on here? How did I do that? Well, you see some of the handles are invisible, which is annoying. Hey Treecore. Treecore, I'm good. How are you? It is a toxic frog. What an appropriate name. Also there's another, I mean, as I said, these giant blow-up dolls, that if you pay enough attention to them, you can actually see them twitching their eyes, they blink, which makes it even spookier. we are currently at 10-2. Maybe I should save before I fuck something up. So from 10-2 I want to go to 11-2. I mean that's just 12 rotations. Okay, that's what I thought. This one is blocked. So then, from 11-2 I want to go to 11-1. That's just going back once. That's not where I want to go. Have I been here? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So another 30 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, the handles are basically invisible, so you have to, like, in your mind, imagine where they are at any moment. And, you know, calculate how they are moving. I agree, it's a bit annoying. By the way, these enemies have a death weakness to poison, so any poison elemental attack kills 8 eyes in one hit, which is interesting. I'm not even sure why they have this. Like, what is that supposed to be telling me about the enemy? If you have 8 eyes, actually they look more like they have 32 eyes. If you have many eyes, do you become more susceptible to poison? Is that what the game is trying to tell me? Susceptible? Oh, okay. English is a funny language. I mean, are you saying it's pronounced susceptible or is it pronounced sausage? Because that might be another way to say it. Well, it's true, they can be quite dangerous. If you don't pay attention. Oh, I just got a conformer, that's cool. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I also have to wait for this handle to have moved, and I cannot see that either. At least not in any sensible way. So I'm gonna wait until it like goes to like 1 or 2 maybe. 3, 4. So from 3, 4, I now go to 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I wonder what is in the chest that used to be formerly a ribbon. Probably some garbage. A fairy tale. As I said, probably some garbage. So I'm currently at 4, 5. I want to go from 4, 5 to 5, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am now at 5, 6, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How would he wear glasses? How would who wear glasses? You mean the 8-ball enemy? I mean, I am not sure. I don't know how animals with more than 2 eyes see anyway. Oh, and I think I might have messed up. I think that's all the chests in here, right? think I have to go back 12 times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my god, there's too many trains. Can we just not have trains on every screen for once? And how are you, Winsip? Oh, there is a football now. Sephiroth is a chocobo. I didn't know that. Maybe Sephiroth is not a chocobo, maybe Sephiroth is some kind of scantily clad lady. But who is the chocobo then? Actually, chocobo Sephiroth is just this interestingly dressed lady. This is an underwear model, you say? I'm not so sure about that. How does he intend to become one of the planets? I'm sure he has mapped it out quite well. That map is currently Sephiroth, who is showing you that he's in full control of everything. He probably gave Sid a very bad paper cut. I hope there's a paramedic on site. Also, that woman with the hat, like that looks like some kind of fast food restaurant hat. Is she serving fries? Do people wear those types of hats if they do not work in fast foods? I wonder. She probably found that, you know, giant ball of mold in her food that she was trying to give her customers. That's a very credible narrative. And now her customers are angry. And in fact they're so angry they're starting a fight with her now. And your customers used to be 6 dragons. Is that how did Sephra bring the dragon? He probably had him stored him in his back pockets. You know, having such a big back pocket is quite useful. Oh my god. This is... Whenever I see Jenova synthesis on the screen, like, it's too spooky for me, really. Are you saying that it's not perfectly ordinary to lick the soles of someone else's shoe? Or your own shoes? It's a great way to cope with nervousness, I suppose. You know, this game is really future tech. They even have mobile phones. And they don't mind flexing them. Look at this amazing ringtone you just heard. And there's some sort of ghostly Vincent being sacrificed on that altar over there, I think. By the way, you can fight enemies here if you have to grind for Demon's Gate or something. Well, how many pyramids have you been into? To check out your phone reception, Astro. Maybe you just need to find a better provider. Because when I choose a phone, making sure I have reception in all places, including pyramids, is very important to me. I take most phone calls in pyramids anyway. You've never been to a pyramid? Well, that's very sad. I shall, after this stream, light a candle in your name and make sure to pray to the pyramid gods and wish you a speedy journey to the next nearest pyramid in your place. The Louvre. I guess the Louvre does count because it has this pyramid, glass pyramid entrance, doesn't it? Wow, this actually heals them? It's not good. Kind of underwhelming. I think you can encounter also. I didn't want to do that. Some soldiers in that room. I want to still fight them. Then I'm gonna go have a look at Demon's Gate afterwards. How can I talk to this train? I don't want to jump. I want to talk to the train. He is even non-ghostly now, isn't he? I mean, he was a bit transparent, Vincent, and now he is invisible. He's no longer invisible. He's fully visible. Must be it. You know, the interesting thing about the strength of Hades in this mod, if you look at the damage, it's actually Cloud's HP. So the damage of Hades is literally just Cloud's HP, current HP. Which is why I gave him all this HP plus materia, so to increase his HP and his damage output. The strength of Hades doesn't even factor into your magic stat anymore, it's just Cloud's HP flat out. That also is the same damage for Beta, only that Beta is fire elemental and Hades is poison elemental, and these enemies apparently absorb fire, so I'm not using Beta. maybe the enemy I'm looking for doesn't exist anymore, this mod. Because that's the impression I get. Hey Pulif, how are you? Well, I heard that someone was working on an FF8 randomizer. There was a video on YouTube of you after Balam Garden not getting Ifrit and Shiva, but Siren and I think and Cerberus. But I don't know if they are trying to release that randomizer, but apparently someone has been working on it. It's not Sega Chief though. So, where's the train right now? I wonder how much fun Demon's Gate is gonna be. Like, a lot of fun, a little bit